engineering, medicine and mathematics.
S for science.
Science as a subject has been taught in Gambian schools for decades. It starts from grade 5 with general science. It later develops at the secondary level to include physics, chemistry, and biology. At the level of the University of the Gambia, career courses in science are for the moment limited to the basic sciences, that is physics, chemistry, biology, and mathematics. The UTG also offers degree course in medicine and allied health sciences. At the level of the Minister of Basic and Secondary Education, a Directorate of Science and Technology gives advice to the Minister on matters related to policy formulation in science and technology education.
We are lucky to have a permanent secretary who is science oriented, and that itself is giving us the leeway for us to be able to sell out our agenda as people who are concerned or interested in science education.
Following the introduction of university education in the Gambia in 1999, the government saw the need to add one more ministry. The Ministry of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology handles all matters related to tertiary and higher education within and outside the country. It too has a Directorate of Science and Technology in an advisory capacity. Most of the time, we fail to take notice of the natural talents of our children, or worse, sometimes see them as a waste of time. Interest in the sciences can be spotted in a child from an early age. Parents and teachers should look out for them. In a developing country like ours, role models with excellent results in science can have positive effect on young students. For 65 years, the Medical Research Council unit in the Gambia has been at the forefront of medical research in the developing world. The unit's medical director is a Gambian scientist, and so are some of the other scientists who work here.
I am Professor Tumani Kora. I'm the unit director of the Medical Research Council unit of the Gambia.
I am Dr. Fatimata Sisi Ju. I have been working for the Medical Research Council in the Gambia for the last 25 years.
My name is Madike Senghor, and I am a trainee bioinformatician here at the MRC.
My name is Georgiandur Tambedu. I am a scientific officer here at the MRC, and I'm also a PhD student.
I am a graduate of Gambia High School, and before then I was in St. Augustine's High School, as they used to be called. And I then went to various universities in different parts of the world and ended up with qualifications in medicine, undergraduate qualifications, postgraduate qualifications, specialist qualification, and then joined the MRC as a young physician. Proceeded to pursue a course, Doctorate of Science, a PhD, and then did some research work, and gradually rose up the ranks from a research clinician to head of the clinical services, the director of the clinical services, and currently the unit's director.
I am currently a co-principal investigator on the Gambia 1000 Genome Study, which aims to create a genetic database where you have 1,000 individuals whose genetic sequences would be categorized, and this would form a database which would be medically useful for the future.
I studied science and mathematics all the way through my A-levels. And when I completed my A-levels, I joined the MRC on attachment. While on attachment, I worked with the HIV research group. I worked with them for a year, and then I was fortunate to be sponsored to study for a bachelor's. And I studied medicinal and biological chemistry as my undergraduate degree. And following that, I received another scholarship to study for a master's, this time in bioinformatics and systems biology, which I completed in August this year.
I graduated from Marina International High School in 2001. Then I went on to the UK to study. I went on to the UK to do my A-level, so I went to sixth form there, and then to study biomedical sciences at King's College in the UK. Then I was inspired by and motivated by my dad and the progress in science here and research here at the MRC. So I came back home about 3 years ago to work on a clinical trial, trying to generate a vaccine to prevent mother-to-child transmission of HIV via breastfeeding.
We have focused on recruiting young, bright Gambian school leaders. We have put in place a distance learning program providing them with a foundation to pursue their future in science. Those who have excelled, we've managed to find funds for and send them to the UK for honors degree in biomedical sciences. And those who are not particularly talented have stayed on and developed skills within their areas of specialty.
Aissatou and Bakari have been trained by MRC. Aisatou's completing her BSc in biomedical sciences. Bakari's just completed his foundation degree in biomedical sciences and passed with a distinction. So we are encouraging both Gambian male and female to excel in science.
When I took over as director of this unit, I also received 3 PhD full-time scholarships from the MRC unit in UK. These scholarships are directed at the best African scientists, and I must say that Gambians have benefited from that and have been trained up to PhD level.
T for technology.
Technical studies in the Gambia at the secondary level has for a long time been limited to woodwork, metalwork, and arts and craft. That was before the emergence of information and communication technology, which have now taken center stage as cross-cutting skills. The Gambia Technical Training Institute is the biggest institution offering certificate technology courses in the Gambia.
The 2 largest departments here are the construction and the engineering departments. If you look at engineering, for example, they offer courses in electrical installation, motor mechanics, welding and fabrication. You have also electronics, refrigeration and air conditioning. These are some of the courses being offered at the department, both at certificate and diploma level. And if we look at the programs, mostly the certificate are 1 year and the diploma 2 years.
The Institute's recent addition to the course content is in keeping with the technological times.
This is a lab that has been built up for a training process in GSM mobile technology, and then the PLC, which is an abbreviation for Programmable Logic Controller. With regards to the GSM technology training, we were taught about the interface, about how network moves from one cell to another, and then the difference between the different networks that we have in our country. From there, we were able to differentiate why some of these GSM companies were having network failures and so forth, because at first we were laymen in it, but now we actually know what's going on. And then we are also trained how to unlock phones, flash phones, change flashcards and speakers, likewise microphones. When we talk about traffic light, it's not about the traffic light, it's about the PLC, which is the Programmable Logic Controller, and that's it here. It is a microprocessor, digital electronic device like the PC, but it's different because this one, the program has to be put in by the user. Then you have to program what you want your particular machine to work on. Traffic lights have been programmed to work in that way by using timers. So that any time that, for example, the red light comes on for a particular time, it has to stop, and then the timer will connect onto the green light to come on, likewise other lights.
E for engineering.
The University of the Gambia, which is just over 10 years old, has not yet started offering degree courses in engineering. Certificate courses are, however, offered here at the GTTI in civil engineering, motor vehicle mechanics, electrical installation, and fabrication. Most of the students registered at this training program are girls who have completed their grade 12 education like Ya'awa.
When I was doing electronics, I was studying